Hi everyone. Welcome to fifth unit of e-commerce and digital marketing subject, and the topic is digital marketing. Okay, let us find out what is the definition of digital marketing. When it comes to marketing, purely the subject is related to management, and when it comes to digital marketing, the subject is based on marketing and also IT enabled service. That is, we take support of IT or IT enabled services here to work with the functionality of marketing. And exactly this is going to give the picture of digital marketing. In other terms, to say, we are going to call digital marketing as online marketing, internet marketing, web marketing. Lots of names are there. Whatever may be, the logic is going to be the same. Okay, coming to the thing where we are going to use digital marketing or what things are required for running the services of marketing online. We have some examples here. One is banner advertising. Prepare a simple banner and put the banner in a YouTube channel or in a television advertisement, or host the banner somewhere in the nearby the store. If it is nearby the store, then it is not going to come under the category of digital marketing. We can go ahead with the that particular process also. And second thing is search engine optimization. It is very difficult to search some data online. That is, exactly finding the relevant page, exactly finding the relevant page related to digital marketing. If it is related to some other subject, maybe we are able to get that particular picture. But in this case, going with search engine optimization is going to solve the problem of finding the exact keyword in the source of internet. That is, okay, whenever we search with the help of a keyword, we get some advertisements. We get some advertisements, and that particular advertisements are going to be displayed on the topmost position in the search. They are not search engine optimization. They are going to come under the category of search marketing. Search marketing, that is, for the companies like Google or Yahoo or Bing, the company or the business has to pay some amount. Based upon that particular logic, the advertisements are going to be displayed using the keywords. This is purely search marketing. One of the example is Google AdWords. Google AdWords is an example for search marketing. But here we are going with search engine optimization. That is, with the help of keywords, if user or the customer is going to search for something, our website link or our application link has to be displayed in the page, the first page or second page. 90% we are going to check for the things which are there in the first page. That is, from the company point of view also, we have to find out whether the customer is searching for the product which is relevant or not. To make it relevant, what we do is we'll put a keyword. Based upon the keyword, the data or the link has to be displayed in the first page itself. It will be better if it is displayed in the first link, second link, or third link. Okay. To make that particular functionality, the concept is said to be as search engine optimization. And the third one is pay per click. Pay per click. We are running a website and we want to host some advertisements. As a part of digital marketing, if any user is going to visit that particular website, clicks on that particular advertisement, our company is going to get the revenue. This is simple logic. One is pay per click, and another one pay per thousand views. Not one view, thousand views. Practically for one view, nobody is going to view. No company is going to support the process. For thousand views, there will be some minimum amount, and for pay per click, for every click there will be some amount. This will be applicable whenever we are running our own website or creating the blogs for different sources. Okay. Coming to the other thing, digital marketing also includes the services of email. With the help of email, also we are able to send the things which are related to the digital marketing, so that the customer can visit our website, can visit our application or app or our YouTube channel, or whatever the things which is decided going to be the company. And the other thing is rich site summary. Whenever any updates are there, it will be better to inform to the customer through email services, group messages. All these things comes under the category of rich site summary. Voice broadcast, making a voice call to the customer. That is, broadcast means one message, whatever is given from the IVRS, Interactive Voice Response System, is going to be spread to all the users who are relevant to that particular company. For an example, some customers have subscribed for so and so products or so and so thing in a company, then it is practically possible send a voice message to all the people. To all the people, that particular procedure is said to as to all the people is said to as broadcast. If it is to a single person, it is called as unicast. If it is for multiple but not all, in that case we are going to call as multicast. Unicast, multicast, broadcast. Coming to digital marketing, it is preferred to take support of broadcast, voice service, and also fax. Today, people are not taking support of the fax, only the companies are taking support of the fax services. Blogging services. We can include lots of information related to our company, our products, and other things in a blog. Some examples are blogger.com, blogspot.com. .in is also available for our country. And the other thing is video stream. Take support of YouTube channel for selling the things. Selling the things is nothing but marketing the things. Text message. Generally, we are going to get the text message. These days, we are finding the instant messaging services. WeChat, Google Hangout, WhatsApp application. Lots of things are there in the market. And one best advantage what we are going to get with digital marketing is it is having a very wide scope. Sitting at a place, we are able to give the support or the service or marketing or any other strategy which is prepared by the company. Exactly to say, which is prepared by DSS, Decision Support System. As we already got DSS in the last semester. Okay, to implement the concept from the DSS point of view, MIS is going to take the charge. Suppose MIS is running the project which is related to digital marketing. In this case, it is having a wider scope because lots of tools are available right now. Okay, next, why do we require? Is it necessary? Digital marketing is required? Yes, of course. In the era of 2000 and especially to say 2020, digital marketing is required because we can provide the services of through 24 by 7. And right now, to exactly to the situation today in the month of April, May 2020, we are able to get lots of revenue if we are taking support of the services of digital marketing. And is there any platform which is going to give the facility to us? Yes, the platform is there. Lots of platforms platforms are there. One among them is a social media, which allows us to interact with the users, the customers. By taking support of the social media, it is practically possible we can get positive review and negative review. Any customer who purchase a product may give a positive review or negative review. We generally call this one as a feedback. That feedback, if we go with the companies like Amazon.in, definitely we are going to get the reviews. Once we come across the specification of the product, below to the specification of the product, we do find the reviews related to that particular product. Based upon that, the rest of the customers may decide whether to purchase the product or not. And we can increase the advantage for our brands and business by taking support of the digital marketing. Lots of other things are there. I already told social media, blogs, websites, which are going to give the information about the product and experience of the customers, feedback, etc., etc. Okay, there are some digital marketing techniques which every marketing organization has to follow, at least some of them, to implement the concepts of e-marketing. Some of them are social media, electronic mail services, cookies, banners, coupons, mobile application, pop-ups, web analytics, downloads, blogs. In the diagrammatical representation also some of the things are there. Okay, but the names are there in a different way, but all the things are going to be integrated. Coming to the social media, lots of social media tools, websites, apps are available today. So we can integrate the social media into the concept of SEO, search engine optimization. Exactly to say, the vice versa is also allowed. Search engine optimization can be included as part of social media. Okay, that is, these are the concepts, not the entities. Exactly to say, these are the concepts. They are going to fit into any entity which is relevant to that particular product or for that particular business. Search engine optimization allows us allows us to display our website and the first one or two pages in the searching based upon some keywords. It itself is a subject again. Coming to the second one, email services. Email marketing is very good example for digital marketing, so that we can send messages to lots of people. Some people are going to think that is a spam. Okay, if we make the relevant things based upon the customer requirement, then it is not going to be called as a spam, because customer has specified and subscribed to that. And the option of subscription is also given. Your mail list subscribers, that is, that application is having some subscribers. If any new updates are there related to so and so product, related to so and so business, based upon the requirement of the user, definitely the email marketing team is going to send email messages to the subscribers. And remember, there is one more option for the user or for the customer. Unsubscribe is also available, and it has been defined in the digital marketing. That particular unsubscribe button or the link should be visible. It will be better to create a button rather than giving a link. Suppose if it is only email service, up to email service, yes, the link is okay. But if it is related to the thing which is displayed in the website, definitely it should be a button, so that it is going to be visible to the user. Giving the email address in the text box and clicking on the option subscribe or unsubscribe based upon the facility already selected by the user, if already done. Okay, And in this view, it is possible to ask the feedback from the user. Okay, generally the feedback can be from point 1 to 10 scale. So point 1 is a less, that means low. Point 10 is a highest, that means the quality or whatever the concept we as part of the marketing is going to do. Okay, that is about the email marketing. Coming to the another concept, cookies. Actually, cookie is a file. Cookie is a file. Cookie is having some ID identification. Whenever we are working with a web browser takes support of a protocol called HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Whenever there are n number of requests and response, n number of requests and response, in that case, the browser has to remember the data related to that particular tab or that particular application related to a user. If it has to be defined in the program, the concept can be included with the help of a cookie. Cookie also supports the process of login. Cookie is not going to create a login process. Cookie supports. Suppose we clear the cookie, again the browser may ask us to enter the password, because browser is not having the idea about who is the user responding. There are lots of request and response. In this case, it's very difficult because more number of applications are there in the same system. Very difficult to from which application the request is going on and to which user it is coming back. Okay, to overcome that particular process, a cookie ID generated from the server, and that is going to be sent to the client at the first response itself. At the first response itself, from the next request onwards, client is going to interact with the server along with cookie ID. What exactly required in the case of the digital marketing is when a visitor visits the website. Okay, the visitor is nothing but the customer. The customer visits the website. He or she may purchase or not purchase, depends upon the requirement of the customer. If the customer is going to leave the website or the application, what the digital marketing team has to do is they have to generate the cookie file in the first request itself. That means once the first request reaches the server, while sending the response itself, the cookie has to be sent to the customer system or customer mobile application, mobile, to whatever may be. Now, from the next request onwards, related to our website or related to some other website, going this particular web browser, okay, ads are going to be displayed based upon the products what we search earlier. That concept can be implemented if we are taking support of a file called cookie. Very important. The next thing is a banner. Generally, we do observe banners somewhere in the YouTube channel or somewhere in some websites. A banner, vertical or horizontal banner. Okay, generally blinking will be there for the banner. It depends upon the logic whether it will be accessible to the user if the blinking facility is available in the browser or not. Okay, in general thing it is going to blink in such a way so that it is going to attract the user. What is the main intention is, by observing the banner we can put some little bit advertising on the banner, telling about the product name and giving about some specification related to the product, so that user thinks that wants to purchase the product or wants to review what thing is there in that particular product, clicks on that particular banner so that the user can proceed. While watching YouTube video, definitely we do observe banner. Okay, next, coupon. Discount coupons we are going to call. Coupons are also going to play a major role because customer needs some discount. And the first diagram which is there on the left side is displaying some discount coupon up to 50%. That means whatever the coupon code is given, if the coupon code, if the customer is going to apply at the time of payment, then the logic, whatever is given from 10% to 50% or 0% to 50% will be applied. This will increase, this will increase the revenue of the company in long term, not in the short term. Because our intention for giving the coupons to the customer is get the customers to our website or to our web application. Once the customer is going to think that if the website or the application is very good, definitely the customer from the next purchase onwards will purchase from this website only. If the services are provided, the services are good. On the other side, we do have some more thing, coupon not found. We do find coupon not found. This will be applicable in the case when there is no facility of decreasing the price of the product. Okay, for some of the products which are coming under the category of general needs, definitely coupon is not going to be available. Okay. Next, mobile application. Lots of mobile applications are available today to get the things related to the digital marketing, to get the things related to the discounts, to get the things related to anything. Okay, once we search in the Google Play Store or iOS Store, then what we are going to get is we are going to get lots of mobile apps based upon the reviews or any other thing which is given in the mobile apps. Definitely, we are going to install one or other mobile app. Okay. In the case of digital marketing, it is highly suggested every marketing company should have a mobile application which works under various platforms, not only on Android, it has to work on iOS platform, etc. etc. The next thing is pop-up. There is one example which is given on the screen, that is McAfee example. McAfee is an antivirus software. While purchasing the McAfee product, the advertisement has been displayed in such a way, once we click, the link will be opened in a new tab or in a new web browser. So that is, the requirement here is make attention of the user, get the attention of the user, so that if pop-up window is going to be displayed on the screen, definitely user is going to be alerted and thinks about what is going on, because the user has to click one or other, what we call, button. If we don't click anything, that will be displayed on the screen as it is. There is no question of moving to any other tab. This is one example of the pop-up. Definitely everyone in their life while going with the web browser definitely finds the services of the pop-up. For some of the payment service is going to be displayed in a separate tab. Okay. The browser has to give the facility of allow to pop-ups. If it is not allowed, that means disabled, generally it is going to display some mark in the at the end of the, what we call, address bar, telling that some blinking will be there in with some yellow color or red color, telling the user to enable pop-up. Not all the pop-ups are safe. One more thing we have to remember here is not all the pop-ups are safe. Okay. The next, web analytics. The company has to estimate the things which are related to the product, which are related to service, which are related to a part of the, what we call, a part of the team, or like electronic goods, okay, food items, etc., etc. If you want to find out what exactly is going on with the process, for an example, how many customers visit search for so and so product, from which browser, from which country, which location, which city, okay, at what time they are taking the request, making the request, sorry, making the request. All these things are available in web analytics. Clearly, the thing is going to be displayed in terms of a diagram also. That means graph. With the help of web analytics, it becomes very easy to identify at what extent we can give services, or which product is giving more revenue to the company, or what at what time the company is able to get more revenue, so that we can focus on that particular time or that particular product, etc. And another thing, downloads. We are able to find download button whenever we visit any website which is asking for downloading mp3 song, downloading a file, downloading a software. In that case, if we want to purchase the product or purchase the file, then there is no problem, directly we can go ahead. Suppose we are taking support of a trial version or any other thing, generally it is going to be displayed as the first diagram which is given on the left side. Okay, there is some advertisement. Become a more strategic innovator. Study online. Exactly to say that particular advertisement is displaying the thing related to online study. And we are finding two buttons here: remove advertisement, start topic. Okay, and one more message is given: you can start the topic in 1 second. That means already the process of running the advertisement is already started, maybe 10 seconds or 5 seconds already. Already it has been started. Once we click on remove ads, the internal meaning of remove ads is nothing but we have to subscribe for the premium service. Once we subscribe for the premium service, downloading downloading the files becomes very easy. If we are not subscribing, for every time an advertisement is going to be displayed, and every time we have to click on that particular button after completion of the time. Okay, on the right side we have one more image telling about the logic of how much time is it is going to take the download, or how much time downloading button, within what time the downloading button is going to be visible to the user. This type of picture gives the complete idea within how much time the user can download the content, download the file. Okay, in the digital marketing also we are going to take support of the services related to the download, because as part of the premium services we have to charge the user or the customer. Okay, next, blog. Example I told in the beginning itself: blogspot.com, blogger.com. These are the two services given by Google company itself, so far I remember. Okay, there are lots of information related to our company, our products, etc., etc. To put all the relevant things, or reviews, or feedback, or any other thing in a certain web page, the best choice is the blog. If we create a blog for a company or for a product, all the things related to that particular company or the product, everything is going to be available in that particular blog. Either the blog may run by the company, or it can be outsourced. Okay, thank you very much for watching the topic digital marketing part 1. Thank you.